Hello and welcome to today's logic lesson. I hope you are ready to practice some cards, some sound drill, some reading words, and some spelling words. If you are focused, we can go as quickly as we can. Do a great job for me. This is just a practice lesson. We won't learn anything new. We're just going to practice those things that we have already learned. And we'll start with our cards today. Now remember, when I ask you questions on the cards, please make sure you use your voice to say them out loud, to say the answers out loud when I ask you a question. There might be times for the letters that we've already practiced a ton that I won't ask you anything. I'll just kind of explain the card to remind you. But let's take a look at our first card. We know that this was a big, important card for us because this is a very special letter. So I am going to ask you a few questions about it. I kind of already gave you the answer to the first question, that this is a letter. So let's just go into the second one. What is this letter's name? Nice job. This letter's name is O. And the sound for this letter is very important. What sound do you make when you see the letter O? Good. I hope you made the sound aw. Aw. When we see the letter O, we make the sound aw. Here is why this letter is so important. So think about the answer. Is the letter O and the sound aw, is that a consonant sound or a vowel sound? Yes, good job. The letter O is the second vowel we have learned about. That sound aw is one of our vowel sounds. Now let me ask you another question quickly. Is the sound aw short sound or the long sound for the letter O? You're right, it's the short sound. So we need to remember that this letter O, we make the sound aw when we see it. It's the short vowel sound. We will see this letter and hear aw in the middle of the CVC words we are reading and spelling. Take a look at our next card. For our next few cards, I'm just going to go through and tell you about each card to refresh your memory. This is a letter. Its name is N. The sound is N. Practice making that sound. Say N. That is a voiced consonant nasal sound. Ooh, look at this letter. This is a letter. Its name is A. The sound we make when we see it is ah. Go ahead, say ah. And we know that ah is the short vowel sound for the letter A. This is a letter. Its name is P. The sound you make when you see the letter P is P. Go ahead, say P. And we know that this is a this is an unvoiced consonant sound. We are not using our voice. This will be our last card of the day. We're not going to do every single card every single day. This card is for a letter named T. The sound you make when you see T is T. Go ahead, say T. Good. And we know that T is an unvoiced consonant sound. Okay, sound drill is a big important part of our lesson. Please make sure you have your whiteboard ready, your marker ready, and your eraser ready, or tissue, whatever you're using to erase. And let's make sure that we are making and writing the letter on the board for each sound that I am telling you. Okay, let's start with our newest sound. Please show me the letter that makes the sound aw. This is a short vowel sound. Okay, let's check it. Hopefully you have the letter O. When we see O, we say aw. Okay, erase and let's try another. Okay, show me the letter that makes the sound N. N. Okay, let's check it. Did you have the letter N? I sure hope so. N is our consonant that makes the sound N. Let's erase and try another. Show me the letter that makes the sound T. T. Let's check. Remember, sound drill is quick, quick, quick. The letter that makes the sound T is T. Very good. Let's do two more. Show me the letter that makes the sound A. This is one of our short vowel sounds, A. Let's check. I hope you have the letter A. And last but not least, show me the letter that makes the sound P. Hopefully you have the letter P. Okay, let's check out some reading words. We're going to go through and fingerspell and read 5 words. Now, if you remember when we learned our last lesson at school, we talked about how now we have 2 vowel sounds. Okay, we have our first vowel sound right here, which was for the letter A. When we are really used to seeing A in the middle of words and saying A. But now we have a new vowel. It's the letter O, and it makes the sound aw. So we just have to be careful when we're fingerspelling. If we see O as the vowel, we're going to say aw. If we see A as the vowel, we're going to say ah. Let's check out a few words. Okay, look at this one. Put your thumb up, and we can fingerspell this one together to start. Ready, set, go. T, aw, p, top. I hope you made that short O sound, aw, in the middle. Top. Let's look at another one that has our O in the middle. Find the first letter, put your thumb up, and let's fingerspell together. Ready, set, go. P, aw, t, pot. In the word pot, we see the letter O in the middle again, making the short vowel sound, aw. Let's take a look at another one. Oh, I see it again in the middle. Make sure we're saying aw when we get to the vowel. Start right here, thumb up. Ready, set, go. Aw, p, mop. In the word mop, we hear aw as the vowel again. Can you put your finger up and try the word mop all by yourself without my help? Go ahead. Good. I hope you said aw, p, mop. Now look at this word. We've practiced this word before, but notice in the middle, our vowel is not O anymore. I see an A. What sound are we going to make when we get to the letter A? Oh, you're right. We're going to say ah. So we just have to realize that we're not going to have the same vowel sound in every word we read. We can go back and forth between different vowels. Let's try to read this word together. Ready, set, go. N, a, p, nap. Try it all by yourself. Go ahead. Yep, this is the word nap. Very good. And let's practice one more word. I still see A here, so let's say when we get to the middle. Ready, set, go. At, mat. Try to fingerspell the word mat by yourself. Nice job. At, mat. All right, let's do this. Let's get ready to practice spelling some words. So when we spell words today, we're going to do 3 of them. Now, our newest skill that we learned is all about the letter O and the sound aw. In all 3 of these words, we're going to hear the aw sound in the middle. We want to get used to practicing writing O for that sound aw. So I'm going to give you 3 words. Try to fingerspell the whole word. Try to write it on your board, and then we'll check it. Remember, don't get frustrated if you make a mistake. We'll check it together, and you can fix it. Your first word is going to be the word pot. Say pot, fingerspell it, and try to write it on your board. Okay, let's see how you did. If you got stuck, just check with me. Pot. When I fingerspell it, P-A-T. I should be writing P on my board for the sound P. There's our O for the short vowel sound aw, and then T at the very end or T at the very end for the sound T. Pot. If you don't have P-O-T for the word pot, please fix it. Okay. Erase your board and let's try another one. Please fingerspell and write the word top. Say top and fingerspell it and write it. Okay, let's see how you did. Check with mine. When I fingerspell top, p, top, I write T for the sound T. Oh, here's O again for the short vowel sound aw, and I put the letter P for the sound P, top. Okay, KB, we're only going to do one more. You can do it. Keep it up. Your last word is the word mop. Mop. See if you can fingerspell it and write it. Okay, check with me. See how you did. P, mop. We put the letter M for the sound O for the short vowel sound aw, and P at the end for the sound P, mop. Hey KB, you just did a great job. We had some really good practice today with all of our sounds, but especially with our newest letter O, which is a vowel sound that says aw. We're practicing with that short O sound. I love the way you practiced. I think you're doing a great job. Just keep up the good work.